Hey guys, so Antonov just got announced. Honestly, there's not a whole lot to go over because there's only really three small changes. So the first change we see is that Farsi now knocks down. I'm not sure why they decided to make this change. I think it's pretty redundant because Fardi already does that, does more damage, and it has a better anti-air hitbox. Maybe it's because Farsi is slower compared to the rest of the cast, so they wanted to add some perk to it, but either way, I don't see it offering anything new to Antonov. The other change is really good. So in this clip you see Antonov combo crouching B into far A into far B and then special cancels into his DP. So the far A into the far B, that's not new. That's already possible in 14. The far B into DP, also not new. That's also possible in 14. What's actually new is the crouching B linking into far A. So let me explain why this is such a big deal for Antonov because nobody plays Antonov, so they're not going to understand why this is a good thing for him. So one of Antonov's weaknesses is that most of his specials don't combo from light normals. They're too slow except for his DP. So compared to the rest of the cast, Antonov's combo routes really suck. It's just very limited in what you can do. So earlier I said far A into far B is possible in 14, right? Well, it's not feasible because it whiffs on crouching characters. Now, theoretically, if you were able to combo into the string, then far A will connect, but as a starting string, it's just not going to work. So that's why being able to combo crouching B into far A in 15 is a huge change. So in 14, really all you're left with is this string right here, crouching B into crouching A, which is not great. So 2 hits into a DP, that's already a high risk, low reward confirmed where you could get fucked big time if you drop it. What's even worse is that you have to string it together instead of linking it. So what do I mean by that? So stringing normals together means they naturally cancel into each other. So for Antonov, he can cancel crouching B into crouching A right here, which allows you to combo into his DP. But when you link normals, you're not canceling anything. You're comboing into the next move because the previous move leaves you plus enough to continue the combo. So right here for Antonov, right, it's crouching B, you get wait, and then you could do crouching A because it's plus enough for you to link. But when you do that, the DP is going to whiff. So if you have no bar to go into quick max, this link is useless to you. So fast forwarding to 15, now you see why crouching B into far A is such a big change for Antonov because now that unlocks a 3-hit confirm into a DP. Now, the only thing is that his normal version of the DP whiffs on crouching characters in 14, so they need to change it so that it hits crouching characters in 15 in order for this buff to have any real significance. Otherwise, it's going to be useless. And finally, we have a new climax animation. The initial hit is exactly the same as it was in 14, so there's really nothing special to talk about here. The only thing worth pointing out is that in 14, he side switches after the climax, so and here it's hard to tell if he stays on the same side because it cuts out. Like, you don't know if he's gonna roll over to the other side or just get up in front of him. But yeah, if he doesn't switch sides in this new climax, that would be the only noteworthy change for this change here. So yeah, that's really it for Antonov. Not a whole lot of changes, but he definitely shattered expectations. A lot of people, including myself, were thinking Angel was gonna close out Team Mexico, and that this silhouette would just be another character for another team. So this changes up the predictions quite a bit, right? So what's going to happen with Angel? Well, I can only see her being on Team Kula and Sylvie for Team Nest Girls. That's kind of been the ending illustration for 14. Kukri is probably going to end up with Elizabeth and Ash. Mion will probably end up with Kenzo and Chin now that she doesn't have a team with Sylvie and Kukri. And because Team K-Dash doesn't have Kula anymore, then they're probably going to end up with Whip on their team. So, that's 4 possible next teams to look out for. But who knows, SNK is always shattering expectations, so let's see what they come up with. Alright guys, that's it for this breakdown. Until next time.